Alright, hey, and welcome to a quick little podcast thing. You can tell by my voice, hopefully, is Chaps. I am Chaps. I am joined by, if this game will load, a lobby. I don't know why it's sitting at this screen for so long. You'll be able to see that I'm going to be joined by Jess and Swartz. My game should be joinable now if you want to try and join. I have not played this game in a very long time, but there was news today, so yeah, we're gonna talk through it. What's up, Jess?
Invite.
All
right. Wait, I got it.
I was about to say, how do I invite from from PC? I got Schwartz in my lobby.
I'm coming.
Alright. So, we'll talk Gears news in a little bit. We're going to just boot up some multiplayer, and I'll have that going as the footage. So we'll be playing that. We're going to talk through some of the games from the showcase, and then Gears was at the end of the showcase, so we'll get into that at the end. You're still not in my lobby.
Doing what I can, bro.
Struggle busting hard here.
Me? I think it's the game.
Alright, well, while you're trying to join, I guess I'll just go back to everyone. Schwartz, I'll start with you. What was the highlight of the show for you? Outside of Gears.
I am really looking forward to the South of Midnight game. I thought I was really hyped for it when they dropped that first trailer however many years ago at this point, but it's looking good. I'm glad they threw in some gameplay, so I actually have an idea of like what's going on there. I'll be interested to see how that goes.
It's an interesting art style on that one.
Yeah.
I don't know if that... it's going to be on Game Pass, right? So I'll probably...
Like all of it's going to be on Game Pass, isn't it?
I'll probably try it out. I don't know if it's really my cup of tea. Jess, what about you? There was no Silk Song, so...
No Silk Song. No Darksiders. No Mass Effect. I'll go with Doom. Did you see the... Dude, it looked awesome. Did you see the weapon where he loads a skull into the gun, and then it just grinds the skull into bullets? Hell yeah.
I thought...
skull grinder.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Dragon Age looked interesting, and Perfect Dark and Indiana Jones definitely be.
I was surprised about Perfect Dark. I remember they announced that like a decade ago, it seems.
Yeah, that's what the initiative's been working on.
Yeah.
And then Avowed. I don't know, is that going to have multiplayer on it? Or like co-op?
Which one is that?
Because, like, that's a big thing for me, is, like, I'm not huge on story-only games, but if they have co-op and replayability, then I'm a little more inclined to play it.
You don't like stories, bro?
What's that?
You don't like stories?
No, I don't like stories. Also, we are about to get wrecked, because...
Yeah, we are.
I don't know if I made this very clear, but... The three of us have not played Gears in quite a while.
Plus, there's a dude on the other team that does like capital letters and then lowercase letters and then capital letters, so we are totally screwed.
Oh yeah, that guy's probably really good. And
Real
we're playing against a 5-stack there. So.
Do you have to read his name like Patrick from SpongeBob?
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know.
All right.
Oh man.
What's that?
This is my favorite level and my favorite game type.
I'm the... What game is this? Leader? I'm the leader.
Oh, yeah.
Look, guys, I like Gears. It's been a while. Leave me alone. I'm talking to the audience here.
Alright, so... Let's see, we also got some new hardware announcements.
That I did not see.
Okay, it's basically... I don't even know if there's any differences in the consoles other than the color. It's just
it was kind of a meh announcement.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool for them. added adds to them, but
We're just gonna get absolutely smoked in this game.
well, start doing
We just
stuff.
play like some Control or something.
God! I gotta go.
Alright.
I forgot how to run. I forgot how to run. I am
see.
so dead.
Alright, so let's continue the conversation.
Sorry.
I'll try and focus a little bit less on the game. I mean, honestly, there wasn't that much to talk about for the other games from my perspective. I wasn't like, none of the games really had me just, like, really antsy to go play them.
No.
Although, Indiana
Kind of
Jones...
worried about. God damn it. See, I'm a little worried about Indiana Jones.
Yeah? Why?
It seems odd to have like a. Well, I'm assuming there's going to be like puzzle solving and some platforming involved in it.
Yeah.
And having that be in a first person and experience is. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a first-person Tomb Raider.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm willing to give it a try, but like, and I know that I don't want just like another Uncharted or Tomb Raider clone. That being said, I feel like it might be kind of not the most ideal.
Scam.
Yeah. I may be in trouble.
Demons from Hell, and I like the cute house. Those are the games I like.
Yeah.
Oops, time to run.
Well, I guess anyone on this channel who's watching this probably is here for Gears stuff, so why don't we just jump to Gears?
Okay.
Apparently
Hey,
I can't play right
I don't
now.
know if you heard about that.
Yeah, Gears of War E-Day. It's, yeah, not Gears 6, not the Phoenix Collection. So I guess why don't we start with that? Any ideas as to why they would,
I
like,
think
not
it's
do this?
I think they probably want to flesh out the story after 5 a little bit more, and I think they know that the fan base likes the roots, and rather than doing the Phoenix Collection, they wanted to make some additions to their own, like make something new with still holding to that.
I mean, I've been pretty clear about my points in the past and why I don't think a Phoenix Collection makes sense. I do find it really weird that they are, like, stopping in the middle of a, like, they have this, I don't want to call it a trilogy yet, but they have something going with 4 and 5. Yeah, a story arc. And they're just giving up on it, sort of. Well, they put out that article.
They're not giving up.
Yeah, they're not giving up, but they wanted to pivot to something else in the meantime. They might revisit the other one in the future, but oh my god, that guy sniped me.
Pivot.
As I'm seeing you all just like
Get wrecked. Yeah,
drop like flies, I'm getting a little nervous.
Who's leader?
Schwartz is.
I'm leader.
Oh.
Yeah, so I mean they'll revisit that other story arc in the future, but it is interesting that they sorry, need to kill that person. It's interesting that they are pivoting in the middle of that. Normally they would try and wrap something up, I would think.
Yeah, why rush it? I would rather them take a little bit more time to make it better than what we got with
Last guy
5.
is coming from Snipe, probably. Behind us, most likely.
Like, just think of all the rash decisions that were made with 5. Like, he's on our side. By nades, I have not. It's been a while. Like, the choice thing. Like, why was there a choice if they're gonna...
That's why they're
ultimately
not
do
doing it, is
I
because
wonder
they
if
have
that's
to...
like what. Yeah, that's what I was like wondering. Is like
They still have to decide what they're trying to do with the choice.
I think they're just... I think they're just trying to make sure they get it right. See what they can do with the fan base with this. Make us happy in the meantime. Like, I know it's a new game, but, like, look at it as...
I mean, don't get me wrong. I find it weird that they're pivoting in the middle of a story arc, but like I'm pumped. I think this is a great opportunity, like a great decision that they made.
I don't think our leader
know
knows
what
he's
works.
leading.
They know what works,
Yeah.
and I'm excited for how close they stick to the lore. I don't know if I can with their new
Yeah, for the
lore
love of
person.
God.
Sid.
Who is that
gonna
guy?
It'll be nice to see like his influence on it and how close to everything's correct.
Yeah. In theory, Sid, we're coming after you if there's anything wrong with the story at all.
I'm going through that with a fine-tooth comb, alright?
Yeah.
Your days are numbered. Wait, did they lose somebody?
Yeah, it's interesting.
five
They were a
seconds
5-star.
anymore?
I am leader now, by the way,
Can't
so,
even- Don't die?
Don't die.
Yeah, don't die.
don't die, it sounds like a plan.
Yeah, I think you should stick with that. Shit, I cannot hit these reloads.
They have drop shots somewhere. I just marked drop shot.
Dude, I feel like I've never left. This is amazing.
Uh-oh. Nope, bad decision. Mistakes were made.
It's like
Mistakes.
wall bouncing and strafing in my blood.
You don't wall bounce. Jessica.
Don't talk about wall bouncing like you know.
Well, proper wall bouncing, not the, stupid shit you see.
Yeah.
Chaps,
So-
don't run in there and die, alright? Or,
So, what about the look of Marcus? He looks
Bro,
an
he
awful lot
kinda-
like JD.
Yeah, I guess there's that. I also think, what did I think? He sort of looks like
Dude.
the main character from Bulletstorm, or is that just me?
Grayson?
He looks like Homelander.
Oh yeah, you said he looked like Homelander. I cannot believe we just won that first match, so good job, guys.
Told you, man, it's like I never left.
Thanks for carrying the team.
I don't think I carried the team.
Someone pointed out that a lot of times they send trailers out, especially at one like that where there's like no gameplay in it. They send it out to a VFX house to do the thing. So they may have taken some liberties in making Marcus look a little bit more like JD.
Why would they do that? Wouldn't that be more of the coalition's decision?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's
Same
still
time, I
early
remember-
development.
Remember how JD looked in the first, Gears 4 trailer?
Yeah,
Versus
Yeah,
how he
the-
looked in game?
after he got stung by a bunch of bees in his mouth for Gears 5.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
They
And
call
then-
him the beekeeper.
Dom also looked a little different. I think a big thing for Marcus though was his face was a lot skinnier, and he didn't have. He hasn't been to the slab yet in the story, so he doesn't have the scar on his face.
Dude, Dom looked like he was starving.
Bulked up. Not roided out.
Dom looked hungry.
We don't have a release date or release time frame for the game yet.
2029.
What's up with that
Long
helmet?
after
I don't know
all
if I've
dead.
ever seen that helmet on the Imago.
I think I've ever seen Savage Imago.
Oh, yeah,
Am I-
what?
Wait, am I not in your guys' game?
Are you playing King of the Hill?
I'm not.
Yeah, why don't you come join our game? We know that this game has a few bugs in it.
Oh yeah, look, he's gone. What are you doing?
I'm chilling. See if I can join. You guys have a slot?
Yeah, there's a bunch of bots in our game, so
I mean,
Oh
Basically,
yeah, I guess I was. Damn, it's really easy to back out of a lobby here, isn't it?
oh,
The hill on river.
I just got wrecked by a bot. Yeah, I saw a bunch of people saying probably 2026 being a lot of the games that were announced as 2024 or 2025 actually specified that in the announcement, and Gears didn't specify a date, which might indicate 2026. Oh, I just tried to switch shoulders. This is not Remnant.
It wishes it was Remnant.
Also, I got some serious input lag going. So
He
yeah,
needs to stick to run.
it could be 2026 just because they didn't announce a date. That would kind of suck, though. I wonder what the news cycle would be like for this. Like, when they would be announcing news and more trailers and stuff like that. Because if the game isn't until 2026, there's going to be quite a lot of downtime. They still don't have a community manager or director of community, well, as far as we're aware.
We don't need a community manager.
Yeah, we manage our own community.
Yeah. It's the greatest. How did you tank that, you fucking bot?
But, yeah, I mean,
Hey.
without any communications team or anything, it'll be interesting to see when and where we get news. And if the hype train's going to die out. And are people going to start saying, like, hey, we really wanted that Phoenix collection. Where's the Phoenix collection?
That's their problem, man.
I don't know why
I
people
can
keep,
say
like,
that do you want me to go around saying, like, where's Silk Song all the time? Well, that's actually made, though. Or, like...
TC has never indicated that they're going to make
I know,
Marcus
it's
Phoenix
fan
collection,
made
right,
up.
though?
And people
like,
keep saying that these rumors they hear is, like, just freaking lies, man.
If
Look,
anything,
man,
the Coalition has
you say
said more
people,
times that
but-
it does not exist.
I don't know if I'd call it.
Yeah.
They've denied it multiple times now.
I know.
But there's the confirmation bias, you know, people will latch on to things that support what they want to hear.
I mean,
Yeah.
according to Shadows, it was going to be Gear 6 announced today, so...
This was going to mostly be a Gears of War.
Yeah, and I guess that just goes to
Pressure.
show, like, don't read into all the rumors. Wow, did I just get really disoriented? I thought
People that speak rumors as truth.
Well, yeah, I mean...
Yeah, that's like half my shtick, guys. You're really fucking with me.
Yeah, but I like your rumors. They're so outlandish.
And we understand that they're rumors. Just
I mean,
don't...
understand that they're totally fake.
Yeah. Just don't buy into all the rumors, or if they give you hope, just understand that they are rumors and don't accept them as fact. They're like, Gear 6 had never been officially announced, even though a lot of people claimed that it was announced. A lot of people just sort of carelessly threw around the name Gear 6 for whatever the next title is. Even though it was never announced, people threw around the Marcus Phoenix collection. Even though it has been denied by Microsoft many times, probably doesn't exist. But yeah. I mean, that's sort of negative stuff there, but I think this game does look... Well, you can't say the game looks really cool, because we haven't seen anything about it other than the time period it's set in, but...
The concept is interesting.
Yeah. Did either of you read the article that went out at the same time as the trailer?
I can't read.
No, you can read. Chaps
Yeah, I
can't
can't read.
Oh,
They-
right, okay, yeah.
It talks about how they are not... They haven't really given up on the previous thing. They just feel like this is a good spot to start something. They wanted to take advantage of it. It also mentions how the locusts started out as like these big bad guys, like these nightmarish creatures, and over the course of the past games, they've sort of just turned into cannon fodder. Like the drones have been the weak ones, and so they wanted to fix that and make the drones scary again, make them nightmare fuel.
It did do that because they looked a lot bigger and it looked a lot more ferocious.
Yeah, I mean, they're supposed to basically be super soldiers, right? So the trailer definitely showed that, with it being slightly bigger than Marcus, who's already a big guy, showed him pinning Marcus up against the ceiling, like they're super strong. So that'll be cool. It'll be interesting to see what combat feels like against the drones. Part of this game is like they need to go back to their roots and get the fans to like trust them again, that they can do gears properly. But at the same time, like, do they want to make the drones feel a lot tougher than we're used to them feeling? That may not be a bad choice, like, gameplay-wise, but it does sort of take it away from what it was. So people may not like that. I don't know.
And to see what they do with the, like, if they add any enemies we've never seen, or
yeah,
how does that explain in the lore?
That would be interesting. Because we are just going back to a.
And they did that with Judgment.
Right. Which I don't really know how I feel about that in Judgment with the Ragers and stuff. They're a really cool enemy. I really like them. But lore-wise, it's kind of weird that it's like, oh yeah, this thing existed for a short period and then it just went away. It would be cool to see some new enemies though. I'm really looking forward to the aesthetic of it. We typically see gears in this like dystopian or like post-apocalyptic era, or in more recent games we've seen it in the pristine-looking worlds of like after the fabricators used to make everything look all the same and perfect and stuff. Versus the trailer at the end, it showed it like the emergence hole opening on the city, and it's like an actual city.
Yeah, I was impressed, or like I was not impressed, but kind of not expecting to see skyscrapers in the background there.
Yeah. So it's going to be like there's potential for just that new aesthetic that we haven't seen Gears in before. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. Be interesting to see if we go to like keep going to places that we haven't necessarily seen before. One of the things that I did like about Gears 5, yeah, was that we got to see Vaskar, and in the DLC Highbusters we got to see the islands. I forget what they're called.
Yeah.
So, sorry. Can't concentrate and talk at the same time, apparently.
Man, we whipped those bots, didn't we?
Oh yeah,
Go team, go team.
They good with the torque? Well, I did decent with the torque bow. Good for me.
Yeah, nice when they're all kind of like staggering across the map, not taking cover, right?
Yeah.
Hey.
So yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll back out of this and see if we can find another one that has some people in it. The article mentioned that they didn't give up on the previous story, that they're doing everything from the ground up with Unreal Engine 5, that they're looking forward to exploring the lore in this area. They recognize that the Lancer, lore-wise, didn't really exist here, but you need to be chainsawing Locust to feel like a real Gears game, so they're sort of like Judgment, where they're keeping the Chainsaw Lancer in, even though it's not really perfect with the lore.
Yeah.
And I guess as they build it up from the ground ground up with Unreal Engine 5, there's going to be just a ton more textures and assets available. Like ray tracing, it's just going to be a much more graphically intense game. Which would be cool, because I think with the previous games, regardless of what you think of the gameplay mechanics or some of the creative decisions they've made, the Coalition's been pretty good about like technical execution.
I get behind that.
So seeing what they do with Unreal Engine 5 will be cool.
Until you mentioned it like a couple minutes ago, I had completely forgotten that the Fabricator was like part of the actual in-game lore.
Yeah, which is really dumb. I remember we were really hoping that it wasn't.
Yeah, probably why I like blocked it out. I noticed that they didn't really like touch on it at all for Gears 5,
It's just,
unless I'm misremembering something.
oh, it's here. Yeah, this is a thing that exists.
Really hard to watch my mouth right now.
What? Just issues with Gears 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're playing Gears 5 right now, and it's kind of... I mean, it's in a better spot now, but it was terrible at launch. Which I guess...
Oh, damn.
I'll use that as a jumping point. What do you think this new game needs to do in order to be successful?
Nick stuff loot crates.
God, it's not gonna, dude.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, they got rid of loot crates for Gears 5, right? They
Yeah,
just have the currency to purchase stuff with either real money or the in-game currency. Man.
There will be something.
They need to find a better balance between, like, achievements, not like in a strict Xbox achievements sense, but like stuff that you do in game.
Jesus,
They
this
need
is
to
laggy.
tone down the grind that you have to do. It's ridiculous. I mean, we were talking about it in the sense of the achievements being a ridiculous grind earlier, but like even as far as just like completing stuff in game,
Yeah.
if they could avoid the insane grind, that would be lovely.
Yeah, I'd like to see more challenges that are like, it's a challenge to complete a task rather than doing an easy task a million times.
Yeah, like they seem like all of those decisions were kind of made with the eye towards keeping people playing and not necessarily making the play fun.
Yeah.
Just one seriously achievement.
I mean, I don't have Seriously 1.0, I'm close on it. But I
Not
have...
that one. I'm talking about, was it Gears 5 that had like 2 of them? Part
Yeah,
2
no, so I guess I'm saying I have every other achievement for all the Gears games except Gears 5, because Gears 5 was like, no, I'm not gonna bother with this. Yeah. It's like, so they tried to make some super
ridiculous
grindy
and
thing to keep people playing.
so far away, like unreachable, that like I didn't even want to try.
I mean, and the other thing is, it's reachable, it's just not fun, it's grindy.
I want to do it when I'm still having fun with it. I don't want to just keep playing just to get it.
Yeah. I think a big thing for me would be polish. Like, Gears 3 came out, they had a beta that helped them polish a bunch of stuff. Gears 4 and Gears 5 have both been just abysmal at launch in terms of the amount of bugs. And I think it probably made a lot of people leave the game and not come back, which hurt the population, and then oh Jesus. This is...
Oh, I got a good point.
Yeah, go for it.
So, for one, I'm wondering if this is just a 2-player co-op. And 2, if it is more than 2 players on any difficulty, I hope that thing is play-tested really well.
Oh, just because we struggled on...
I don't feel like struggled is the right word.
I think we struggled on Insane because the game was buggy. Like, we just went back and did Insane, like, a few months... Like, we haven't played multiplayer in years now, but we just went back probably a couple months ago and did campaign.
3-player co-op Insane.
Yeah, and it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, but, like, what was it we played? We gave up? Like, did we give up at, like, a certain point, and then we just left it?
The first time we did it, like, it just did not work.
The first time we played campaign, we gave up because it was just a buggy mess. Speaking of which, my input lag on this PC with this controller is absolutely nuts.
Get good. No, but aren't you curious if this game is going to be 2-player co-op, or if it would be 3-player?
I am.
I hope there's a jackpot,
4-player,
at least
3-player
for that.
stupid.
4-player, but like I do like the jackpot.
Yeah,
and
I
I
wonder if
also
they
just
would
want it to
keep
be
it.
3 players for us.
Yeah, I wonder if they would keep the jackbot. Like, does Jack? I mean, yeah, I wonder what state Jack is in the lore at this point, and are they gonna have a Jack thing for campaign? Because I think it's a easier way for them to have 3-player co-op. It's probably less intensive than needing to have a full-on player, and it also is they had the big accessibility push from it. It's a player that's more accessible for someone who's new to games or someone who may have some handicaps, and they're able to play the game and not feel like they're letting their team down. So it'd be interesting to see if they have a Jack type character to fill that role again.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I think just having that clean launch without bugs will be a huge thing for them. And then I don't know, they just need to make sure they go in the right direction. The time period and the time period and stuff seems to be going in the direction that the fans wanted, but there were a lot of creative decisions in the past few games that people weren't too fond of.
Yeah, to go in this direction, the direction that the fans want early days, and then to like, I mean, you have to understand too that like people only like nostalgia is a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
And people only have like, they only remember what happened. They don't remember what actually happened. And I don't know. I hope they can mirror the multiplayer to like what it used. I don't know how to say this. Do you kind of know what I'm trying to say? Like, don't stray too far from like what Gears used to be, but still like make it so it's better.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how they go with their creative decisions when we have like they built Gears it was a new studio, or a studio that had never worked Gears, and they built Gears UE in order to learn Gears, and it worked out really well. But they didn't make any creative decisions, they just had to learn how to build it. Then Gears 4 came along, and they started making some decisions that people weren't too fond of. They ended up fixing some of those once they got feedback. Gears 5 had the same thing happen. And then, oh god, misrolled there. But now they've had a lot of people leave the studio. They've had both, it seems like, a decent chunk of the, like, senior employees that people have visibility to. So maybe not too many of the day-to-day people, but at least a lot of the people that the community had visibility to left. And then
That'd be a bad thing.
yeah, and then senior leadership left as well. And it's a double-edged sword. Like, they lose some of the people who were there when the studio got their foundation of what Gears is, but also the creative decisions that we disagreed with from some of those leaders. It's like those people are gone now. Maybe there's a chance for some improvements. Speaking of decisions, the game is Gears of War E-Day. It's not Gears E-Day. It doesn't really affect gameplay at all, but I just thought that was funny. It's like, hey, we have the of War again.
Because they're not going, oh god, that made me so mad. We want to be more, open to all audiences.
Honestly, was that the rationale? Because I never
Yes!
What
War is a dirty word.
Oh, okay.
Well, they also said that people call it Gears. People don't always say the of War, so why don't we just lean into that?
Yeah,
I don't know why we
people
would do that.
also call it CODs. They still call it Call of Duty. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Let's not be dumb.
Yeah, it was a really...
Call it fish. Come on.
Blowfish, right?
Yeah, blowfish.
Yeah.
What?
Black Ops. Call of Duty Black Ops.
I don't know. I liked it as COD Blops.
Blops. It's not bad, but I feel like blowfish is more.
Yeah.
Blops is fun to say. Also, we're totally going to call this one Go Wed.
Oh yeah, I talked about, like, are we gonna call this, like, Gears ED or Gao ED? And I was like, that doesn't sound too good. And then Jess is like, we call it Go Wed. It's like, alright, Go Wed works. I don't want to call it Gears ED. Unless the game flops. Then we can call it Gears ED. Alright. I want to know how this person survived my shot there. Oh, cool.
Bro, these guys are thinking everything I'm throwing at her.
Yeah.
It's like all the trauma just resurfaces.
I mean, we're going from playing Remnant, where it's PvE, to playing
I know.
this.
I'm still using my stick to run.
We're playing PvP now, where... Oh my god. And we're just not using controls, but... I killed someone! I killed someone!
Sound like me.
I stole a sniper kill there from a bot. Yeah,
Nice.
so we're good. I'm comfortable with that one.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know, I don't know what else there really is to say about the game.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot that we know. It's all speculation at this point, anyway.
Yeah.
I say we get wild with it. I think there's going to be some sort of...
Go
If we
teammate,
do
kill
stick
him.
with the lore, I'm gonna be sad if there's no Baird or Cole. And yeah,
Yeah, I guess who do you think the characters are gonna be? Obviously, we saw Dom and Marcus. We likely... I mean, multiplayer could be whatever.
that's different. That's different.
But we're not gonna see... We're not gonna see Cole. Or probably
Or
not
Baird.
Baird.
You don't meet them until Gears 1.
Would we see what's his face? Kate's dad? I don't know.
Oscar?
No, that's her uncle.
Uncle, yep. Say uncle. Will we see Anya?
remember.
Will we see Maria?
Dude, Anya is gonna be like maybe Maria.
Yeah, you think we'd see Maria? Do you think there will be a Carmine?
Absolutely.
The OG Carmine. Jesus, tap dancing. How did you...
The cog gave you training.
His name will be Aaron Aaron Carmine because
Oh,
of AA.
It's AA Ron Carmine?
And he's before Anthony, so
Yeah. Or they could go back to, like, Zulu Carmine. Just,
I don't see that one. Or they could have Clayton just be in a diaper or something. Big
yeah, they
muscles.
have, they could have Anthony just not dead.
Yeah.
Don't kill me.
Oh my god! This is frustrating.
Ooh.
When you say
there's-
that about Gears, it's almost
I
adorable
know.
because it's so
It's
far-fetched.
a given.
It's like, oh my god, this game is so frustrating. Gee willikers, guys.
That's all this game is.
Jeez.
Jeez. So, y'all want to try Sea of Thieves? Right, Sea of Thieves nuts fit in your mouth?
Sea of Thieves, like, has interested me for a while, but I feel like I would get so sucked into that game that I just don't want to, I don't want to do it. Sort of like Destiny 2. I played Destiny 2 way too much. Or Destiny 1 way too much.
Destiny 1, yeah. Bro, that game ruined me for, like, a lot of my gaming habits back in the day. Like... I
And
used
you know,
to pre-order
that's why
games
I,
before that game came out. I don't do that anymore.
That's why I
I
don't
used to-
go after Seriously 5.0 or whatever.
Yeah.
It's because of Destiny.
There was a time where I would have put the grind in, and then Destiny happened, and I'm like, nope, not anymore.
I think that's why I can't focus anymore because I just don't care. Playing with me now is like playing with a kid that has no focus.
The Adderall I needed, I know.
I don't need it.
I learned the
wanna
secret.
say
I need
that.
to fire a full second before I want someone to die. I think I can do this now, guys.
God.
So what do you think? Any Horde or PvE?
If they know
PvE of
what's
any
good
sort?
for them, they better be freaking. What was the thing in Judgment? A good
Overrun?
version, like an improved version of Overrun. I'll even take Beast. I don't
Horde
care.
at the very least, like
Oh
you
yeah.
can't not do that.
I'm just
It's
kind of
a
assuming
staple
that's
at
gonna
this
be in there.
point.
They probably won't do Escape. I do think Escape was cool, but honestly, I feel like my problem with Escape was it goes back to the whole grind thing. It's like I wanted to play Escape, but I needed to grind the game in order to level up my cards to be like
Yeah.
reasonable at it.
What if we get Battle Royale?
Yeah, no regular PvP. It's just Battle Royale.
Yeah. Gears BR. I think.
BR.
Do you have
Burr.
Galber?
Galber.
If they do bring back Horde, really, I think that the card system should be toned down. Oh shit, they're all over there.
You want to go back to like Gears
We just
2?
have Gears 3 Horde. Oh, Gears 2 wouldn't even be bad. Yeah, but
Horde,
people don't want
did
that.
some. Yeah, they don't. But we had some fun with Gears 2 Horde, honestly.
Even Gears 3 Horde, I had
Like
some
when-
decent fun with.
Yeah, no, Gears 3 Horde. That's where they like started to incorporate.
Like setting up the Mauler shields and hiding in that
I
one place.
wasn't
Yeah.
a huge fan of like looking back at Gears 3, how you needed to. You could only use preset locations for fortifications. Not a huge fan of that one.
Yeah. No, being able to set up your base wherever you want to is a really good addition.
Yeah. I know when I was hosting all those roundtable things about, what do we call it, shifting gears to give feedback for, feedback on Gears 4 in order to incorporate in Gears 5. We talked about how it'd be cool to have a more expansive hero library and having more differentiation between the heroes to make them stand out more compared to Gears 4. Is that a Rager? Is there a Rager multiplayer skin?
Looks like it. I couldn't tell. I don't. Maybe it's just a bald, goofy-looking drone.
Drone?
Anyways, I feel like they actually did that in Gears 5. They had the more expensive hero library, and there was more to differentiate them. But
Yeah.
it's a little overwhelming now. And
Want to have your cake and eat it too, man. There's no pleasing some people.
well, I'm wondering if it's because I just played so much Gears 4 Horde and Gears 5 didn't seem different enough to me that I got tired and didn't feel like grinding out. Didn't feel like grinding out Gears 5, and like if I did grind it out, maybe I'd feel a little better about it and like the variety.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go talk to some of the people who like continuously play Gears 5 Horde now and see how they feel about it compared to 4. Because I feel like the additional variety would be good. It's just that I was burned out on the game.
Are some sweaty bitches.
I feel like they could fix that though by not making the leveling up your characters such a grind. Like if you can get to the point where you're playing at the top level of it easier, then I feel like you're more likely to stick with it. And then it just becomes you're having fun playing Gears instead of, oh, this is a chore where I've got to like
Yeah.
level all this shit up, because it's still just designed towards farming engagement instead of people having fun playing the game.
I mean, part of it was, man. Part of it was that, is like, I didn't want to grind for it. Another big part for me, I feel, was that we didn't have that, like, core 5 people to play with consistently. So, like, that wasn't a problem with the game, that was just a problem with, like,
There's
our group didn't keep playing, so,
yeah.
Yep. Alright, well, I'm gonna back out to the menu now, because they absolutely wrecked us, and we've been going for about 45 minutes, so let's, we'll just chill at the menu here for a bit, but do you have any last things you want to add about anything from the showcase or the new Gears game?
New Gears game, I'm interested, but I will hold my final. I'll hold out for some more information other than this quick little cutscene they gave us. They have my attention, but I'm not like devoted to it yet. Doom looks dope. Yes, I'm here for that. Trying to think of what else there really got my interest. Indiana Jones, yeah. Perfect Dark. Which I feel like we've covered all those already.
Yep. Jess, anything from you?
Nah, Schwartz pretty much said it. I'll do the Doom and the Doom and Mouse game.
Now that I'm thinking about it, like...
In Gears. Nothing else really.
In our chat, did I call it mouse game?
I don't know. Did you? No, you put like...
Indie mouse game.
Oh, you didn't even put indie. You put INY. I didn't know what that meant.
I meant to put indie. Is it? What's it called? I called it mouse.
I don't know.
Something about... I think it's got a, like, stump or log or something in the title. I don't remember.
And Silksong.
I'm here for it. Silksong was supposed to come out like 3 years ago. They said within the year, and they freaking lied.
I don't know what a Silksong is.
I've been waiting for... Yeah, but they actually announced this. They said within the year.
I know.
It's been like 2 years.
It's like the opposite
sure
of
about
Phoenix Collection.
Finished Doom
It's become
Eternal
a joke
yet.
now for every
Now that I think
game
about it.
showcase, whether it be Nintendo, PlayStation, or Xbox. They're going to announce Silksong, and they never do.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I guess...
Isn't they... wasn't there an announcement for Half-Life 3 recently? Or did my fever brain make that up?
I think you were dreaming.
I mean, there probably was an announcement in the same sense that there was a Phoenix Collection announcement. So...
Maybe, I don't know.
Yep. Well, I guess this is... I don't know if it's better than what I was expecting, or it's not worse than what I was expecting from the thing. It might be better, because I'm super pumped to go back to this time period. Worst, it's neutral for what I was expecting. I was expecting Gear 6 out of this. Yeah, I am pleased. I think it's going to be a while until it comes out. Hopefully that means there's a beta in 2025, which means we can get the hype train rolling eventually.
Yeah.
Unless there's a bunch of news coming out, there's probably, at least not from this channel, there's probably not going to be a bunch of news videos. I know some will try to milk it for all it's worth, but rest assured, if there's any news, I'll try and cover it. I'll look at doing more panel type things. I might do a podcast type thing like this, where just get, like, footage and talking over it with playing live. I guess I'll look for feedback on how that went. This is our first time playing and talking at the same time, which can be a little difficult, especially when this was sort of a last minute thing and I don't have any notes to look at to keep us going or to go through all the different topics. So
Notes
yeah,
probably would be nice if we do this in the future, and I'm like not in the middle of something else. I can actually sit down and watch it and
yeah,
not have to speed through it.
yeah. So I guess I'll look for that feedback. Let us know what you think about this format. Or I can go back to the panel type thing where I've got webcams for everyone, where I did all the community panels in the past. I think I'll look at doing some of those either way.
Whack.
Yeah. And I'll look for guest suggestions if anyone wants to be on the panel. Let me know, or if you have suggestions for who you want to see, let me know. But yeah,
Sure.
that'll-
Can't you get Rod on here? He's got to be around there somewhere, right?
Rod left TC like when Gears 4 5 launched.
That's what he said.
Oh, okay.
I think he still lives in the basement.
Not here.
Alrighty. Well, if you made it this far, we salute you. Congrats, man. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one. Later.